Code and engine. This is like a cry for help in the technology sector. Hello, my name is Paul Scott. I've been a management consultant for the best part of my career. That's nearly 35 years. And the one thing that really bugs me is the use of jargon. Now, we've all experienced this to some extent or other, but I just want to go through a few words that have kind of got my goat. And I think we need to try and stop using them. Okay, let's start with Agile. We've been here before. Agile is the technique that's been used to describe how digital technology is being applied in the modern world. Is Agile a noun? Is it a verb? I'm not quite sure. I didn't know last time. I'm still not sure. It's always being used as a verb, which is a bit annoying. The problem with Agile is it's being overused. It's being used not just in technology, it's being used all over business, and people don't really understand what it's about. It's time for us to try and debunk it. Devops, again, in the technology sector, a word invented to describe development and operations in one word. Why, oh why, can we not just use the word operations and development? They're two separate words. Scrum.
Scrum? Yes, Scrum. Scrum.
Oh dear. So here we go again, down the Agile path. Agile as a method of actually doing software development has created a whole dictionary of words. And Scrum, not something that would normally be associated with technology because it's actually something that happens on the sports field, in fact in rugby, is described as a way of getting people together to actually work on a particular problem.
Okay, this increases visibility into our team's progress. And that, gentleman, is Scrum.
And then there's a Scrum Master. Now I think a Scrum Master used to be called a project manager in the old days, but for some reason we now have to call them a Scrum Master. Scalable. Okay, what is scalable? Everything is scalable. Scalable seems to be this expression that is used to infer that something is going to go from being small to being large. Stretch goals. Okay, so, you set yourself a goal, you set yourself a target, and then you set yourself another target, which is a stretch goal. Why can't you just sit with the goal, achieve the goal, and then set another goal? We don't need stretch goals. Pivot. Okay, so pivot seems to be used in almost every conversation I'm having at the moment with the startup community. We start out with an idea, the idea doesn't work, we turn through 90 degrees and we do something else. This is the pivot. Really, it's just going in a different direction. Why can't we just say we've decided to go in a different direction? Oh my God, deep dive. Look, if you want to go into detail on something, just say, I want to go into detail. You don't have to say deep dive. Circle back. Okay, so circle back is going back to the beginning of something. So let's just try and use the simple language. Why don't we just say, okay, we've done this bit, we're now going to go back to the beginning and describe the thing through again, rather than saying, circle back. Giving 110%. Can I just explain? You either give 100% or you don't, right? 110% is not a thing. There is no 110%. 110% of something isn't 110%. It's more than 100%.
Pretty quick maths.
So just say more than 100%. That will do. Oops. Opening the kimono. Oh God, this sounds a little bit creepy. So opening the kimono, I think, was a term to describe being open and honest, telling people the truth. This is what I actually think and believe, right? Telling them an honest answer to a question rather than keeping the kimono on. Okay. Bleeding edge. Okay, so leading edge, I kind of get. That sort of describes things that are ahead of their time, innovative. Bleeding edge? Bleeding edge sounds, again, a little bit creepy. It sounds like something to do with, I don't know, killing people?
You just can't go around killing people.
Why?
Best practice. Best practice again. This term is used all over the technology industry. The best practice, a best practice. What is best practice? Best practice being what you think is the right thing to do, or what I think is the right thing to do? I don't know. Learnings. Learnings can't, again, what's going on with grammar here? Learnings, you either learn something or you don't. You can't have learnings. Oh, God. Code and engine. This is like a cry for help in the technology sector. How can I make my job sound more interesting than it really is? I know. I'll use some kind of mythical character to describe the thing that I'm doing. So somebody who's actually writing code is clearly just a developer. But to describe them as a ninja code developer? Really?
How dare you?
That's sad. Steve put this in. This is not funny. This is a proper word. This is Arsenal. This is my football team, right? They are a proper Premier League legendary team.
Into Mane, who turns and following up behind.
There's nothing wrong with the word Arsenal, so I think we'll just cut that bit. Thank you.